Hello beautiful people, and it's so good to be here. Before we start this video, I do want to remind you that on the 4th of November I am planning and working very hard and putting my soul, my heart, everything into an online retreat. It's called Sexuality Beyond Sex, and if you would like to attend, please fill in the form below. If you are creative in any capacity, you want to be able to be available for this retreat. There's going to be a lot of art, a lot of music, a lot of dance, and a lot of talking too. At 6 hours, and if you would like to attend just for an hour, you could do that, or if you want to stick around for all the 6 hours, you could do that too. So please, I would love to spend some time with you there on the online retreat. Okay, now that we've spoken about that, what I am showing you today is a dance piece. It's a dance piece from about 2 years ago, and I did this dance, and after I had been not well for about 2 to 3 weeks, and it's about focus. It's about the difficulty of focusing on our dreams, on focusing on who we want to be. You know, like how in January we will all have like these, not all sometime in our life, but most people in January will have these plans, these dreams, and you're like, I want to do this, and by March we've forgotten, or by March it hasn't happened. And one of the things is just how difficult it is and how we get distracted during the process of wanting or of doing the thing that we want to do. So that's what the dance is portraying. It's portraying all the different difficult moments that come through as we are trying to reach something. And at this time, as I was performing this dance, I was planning a really big project, and suddenly I got sick and I couldn't do as much. And when I was trying to get back to it, basically the project never happened, and I couldn't process and I couldn't believe just how easy it was for me to drop that and to lose focus in what I wanted. So that's what the dance is about. First, let's watch it together, and then we'll talk on the other side. And on the other side, I do want to share with you some tips, some tricks on how to keep focusing on who you want to be and on your goals. See you after the video. Let's watch together.
When the sun goes back to sleep, and the rain comes knocking on my window, I will look out for you. Will you look out for me too? How could I ever forget about you?
Okay, so now that you've seen the artistic portrayal of what we go through inside us and showing it on the outside, I do want to give you some tips and some tricks on how to focus more. Because what I've realized, when we beat ourselves up for, maybe we planned to have more money, maybe we planned to be more healthy, and we beat ourselves up and we think, oh no, my willpower is so weak, I should have been, I'm not disciplined enough. What really happens is that we forget what it is that we want, because so much is wanting our attention. Instagram wants your attention. The beauty of this world wants your attention. People want your attention. There's so much that needs our attention that we need to give ourselves reminders of what we want to be. So I have 3 ways how you can keep reminding yourself of who you want to be. The first way is affirmations. There's this belief that affirmations are this miracle pill that fixes everything or that makes things happen, of which is not true. What affirmations do is they work as a reminder. You get to remind yourself every day what your goal is, what who you want to be, who you are really. And that's how they work, and then they push you to move towards that goal instead of them being a miracle pill that fixes everything. So for example, if you would have like an affirmation that says, I love feeling healthy, that's a good affirmation. I love feeling healthy. And then in that affirmation, it reminds you that since you love feeling healthy and you keep saying it all day, when you are presented with extra sugary foods, extra salty foods, extra oily foods, you are able to remember, oh, okay, this might not be the people around me, this might not be their goal, but my goal is I love feeling healthy. And because I love feeling healthy, maybe I'll say no to that extra salty food or extra oily food or whatever it is that is presented. Does that make sense? So that's how affirmations work. And I think if you can have an affirmation not as a miracle, but rather as a reminder for you to keep saying to yourself every day so that you don't forget. Because the issue with focusing on our dreams is forgetting. So that's the first one. And then the second one would be on how to remind yourself would be to change the environment. Change your environment as drastic as you can. For example, change your room, change your space, change how you get to work or how you get to school. If you use the train, maybe change and use a bus, whatever it is that can be like a reminder that I'm no longer the person that I was before. I am becoming this new person, because you want to keep reminding yourself. And also the old person has a hold over you and wants you to stay in that space. So you want to be like, okay, I no longer want to become that person. I want to be a different person. So changing your environment, either change your home, or change how you look. If you saw the video just now, that I have longer hair than I do now, and I went through a drastic change the past year, and through that drastic change, which came through grief, cutting my hair and having shorter hair is like a reminder to myself of how important life is, or of how short life is, and things like that. So that is my reminder, is changing my appearance. And for some people, it's changing their environment. For some people, it's changing how you get to work. Anything that can work as a reminder to remind yourself that, okay, there's these things that I want to change and I no longer want to see happening. So that's that. And then the last one, and the third one, is the most important one: action. We underestimate action so much, and it's so powerful. We put so much emphasis on mindset, willpower, and all other things, without recognizing that actually the most important thing is action. Is how we act. So how do you use action to remind yourself? Whatever it is that you are working towards, let it be attached to an action. So let's say tomorrow I'm going to be talking about my book. Let's say you want to write a book and finish a book. So let that be attached to an action, that each and every day I'll write, even if I write a sentence, even if I write a paragraph, each and every day I'll write. That action is so powerful that it keeps reminding you that you want to write that book, you want to publish that book and stuff like that. So whatever it is that you have in mind, if it's about making more money, then each and every day would be like doing an inventory of how did you use your mind today, how much money did you make today, how much money did you lose, because that's your focus. Your focus is money, and having an action that is just directed exactly towards that money. So those are the three things of how to focus more on your dreams and how to focus more on where you are directed. So the first one was affirmations, having an affirmation that reminds you of who you are, and the second one was changing the environment or even changing your appearance, and the third one had to do with the third one had to do with action, which is the most important one. It's funny that I actually forgot the one that's the most important one, because we like to put action as far away as possible and focus on the mindset and stuff like that. So those are the things. And now is a beautiful time to introduce you to my Discord group, which is absolutely free, and it's new. And there's about 10 of us there, and we would love for you to join, because it's such a beautiful way of